iPhone 5s versus Huawei Ascend XT. Let's get started. What is up guys, Tech Geek Josh here bringing you guys another comparison. This time between the iPhone 5s and the Huawei Ascend XT. So, to start off, the iPhone here on the left was Apple's 2013 flagship and it is now 4 years old. And, well, just might as well say this, I do have a glass screen protector on this bad boy right here. You can probably barely tell, my camera won't focus, but this is the same exact iPhone that I unboxed. You see here, still pristine condition apart from all the fingerprints and whatever. So it has been such a good iPhone for the time I've had it, and this is still a much beloved design because the iPhone SE, which is basically an iPhone 5s but just with the iPhone 6s processor, it has the same shape and same everything. This could be an iPhone SE, but as you can see down here, there is no SE branding, and yes, you do see some kind of a pattern because I have been keeping it in this crappy case. So, but I will no longer be using this case pretty soon, so that's good. This is a stupid brown case. I don't like it, but it has to stay in that because, well, it looks the best. But anyway, still performing like a champ. iOS 10.2, the newest update. Who knows if it'll get iOS 11 or the next iOS update. I'm pretty sure it will. And there's a quick rundown of the iPhone. And by the way, that's on Straight Talk. $150 versus only $100. Now let's move on to the XT. The XT is a 6-inch 720p display device that is exclusive to Walmart, and I picked mine up for $100, which is not bad. As you can see, the size difference between the iPhone and the XT, massive difference. You flip them over here, you can see some differences. Yeah, there's no count about the size. But anyway, a few specs of the Huawei Ascend XT is octa-core 616 processor, clocked one CPU clocked at 1.5 gigahertz and the other one at 1.2 gigahertz, if I'm not mistaken. With a, let me see if I can get this right. I think a 5 megapixel front-facing camera. I could be wrong. Yes, I literally forgot the specs on the Ascend here. With a 8 megapixel rear camera with a flash, with a crazy amount of features, and I haven't really tested the camera out too good, but I plan on doing so. Sorry, I just hit the power button. I plan on doing some photography shots just for myself, possibly to upload to Instagram and all that good stuff, but that's beside the point. Let's get to it. Alright, so first, both of these devices are booted up, so let's go ahead and do a power down test. And note the iPhone really quick. iPhone is at 93% and forgot to turn the internet on, so let's go ahead and turn the internet on really quick. Okay, we're good to go. Oh, yeah, see that? That's what happened when you. That's what happens when you don't use a certain device for a while. All right, let's go ahead and power this guy off. Now let's go ahead and power the Huawei off. Oh, before I do that, the Huawei is at 20%, but I have been on the internet, so that's that. So let's go ahead and power them off. Right now, oh god, that was unfair. But it looks like the iPhone 5s is already turned off, like 10 times faster than the Huawei's. Huawei's still turning off. Okay, now that they are both off, let's go ahead and do a boot up test. In 3, 2, 1. Alright, so let's go ahead and see how these devices stack up to one another. Honestly, I would expect the 5S to, just outperform the Huawei, but I could be wrong. And I just realized I forgot to turn the internet on the XT, so yeah, I forgot to do that. So let's just patiently wait for him to boot up here. Alright, let's go ahead and insert my passwords. It's down to 92%, Wi-Fi turned off. Okay, patiently wait for the Huawei to boot up. There you go. Mobile data is off. Clear that out or mark it out of the way. I don't want that. Sorry. Just doing stuff that I don't want them to do. And by the way, I do have some apps lined up right there. Alright, so let's get this started. Got some mail on the iPhone. Let's get this started. And now these apps are not in the not in order, by the way. These are just all over the place. Alright, so I have calendar. Some of these apps are from the home screen on the iPhone. Let's go ahead and see if I can do this really quick. We'll get it in frame. Matter of fact, the Huawei looks a little too bright, so let's go ahead and turn it down just a notch. Come on. That looks good. Let me zoom in, by the way, just a bit. Slowest focus ever. Slowest zoom in. Slowest zoom in ever. All right, so let's kick this off with calendar. Right, no. iPhone won that one. I keep getting this stupid, very annoying error. So I just always have to press activate later and all that. So it looks like the iPhone won that one. And the phone with the capacitive buttons, the Huawei, it will go home much faster than the iPhone because the iPhone has a physical button. So let's go now to gallery on the Huawei and photos on the iPhone, which is basically the same. I would have to declare the iPhone, but you might have to go and re-watch that, you know, to see who won. But I think the iPhone won that one. Let's go to camera in 3, 2, 1. iPhone won that one. Okay, let's just not clear out anything in the background. Now I do have settings up here, so let's just go ahead and do that. Might as well run off the Huawei. Settings in 3, 2, 1. iPhone won that one. Let's go to maps. I have Google Maps on the Ascend and only the stock Apple Maps on the iPhone. So that might not be a good comparison, but let's go ahead and try it anyway. And that was a mistap. I didn't tap the Huawei, so let's go ahead and try that again. 3, 2, 1. Still, the iPhone won that one, but I still don't know if that is a good comparison right there. Let's go to clock in 3, 2, 1. iPhone won that one. By the way, I prefer the look of the space gray iPhone 5s because, well, look at that. That looks so nice and clean. But other people can have different opinions. And being a 4-year-old iPhone, the iPhone 5s still offers really nice speed, as you can see just by opening apps and closing them. So it's still really relevant iPhone in this year, actually. Still going strong. Alright, now let's go ahead and open weather. And that was a mistap on the iPhone. I seem to be messing up. Not tapping it right, even though I feel like I am. Alright, let me straighten these. I think my camera might be crooked or something, because something's not right here. It doesn't look straight. Alright, so I actually wasn't paying attention, so we're going to have to start that again. Clear them out of the multitasking. Try that again. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, the Huawei on that one. The iPhone asked for location. Let's go to, I have dialer, so in phones way down here in the stock bar down here. I don't know what you call that. Dock. As I stupidly spit on the freaking iPhone. I just saw a little bit of spit, you know, drop down there. Anyway, you don't need to hear that stupid stuff. Anyway, phone in 3, 2, okay, the iPhone got dim. Or went dim, I should say. Sorry. Seems to be messing up in this comparison, not tapping things right. In 3, 2, 1. Huawei on that one. And by the way, this is all reverted to 1x animation. So, just to let you know. Alright, so notes. Now notes. I got Notepad on the Huawei and notes on the iPhone. Basically the same thing. Yeah, the Huawei won that one. Maybe not. I don't know. But there you go. So far these are all system apps. Alright, now what else? Let's go to Play Store on the Huawei and App Store on the iPhone. Oh, I didn't even turn internet on. I do apologize. I should have thought that through. Didn't turn on internet on the Huawei, so let's go ahead and wait for that to turn on. Okay, now let's try it again. The internet is now connected. By the way, I might be receiving notifications. I don't know. I'm just saying that just in case. Alright, 3, 2, 1. I thought I cleared that out of the multitasking. Hold on. 3, 2, 1. Play Store won that one. iOS not too far behind. So far, it's actually a tie between these two for me. If you want to see a much more detailed comparison between these two, I will leave a link to Nick Ackerman's channel right down below, so don't forget to check him out. He does much better comparisons than me. So, and I will leave the person that requested this video down in the description, so go check out their channel as well. It'll be much appreciated. Alright, now Instagram. 3, 2, 1. Huawei. So far on that one. Alright, now let's go to Facebook, which is kind of a heavy app if I'm not mistaken. Huawei just blows iOS out of the water right now. Still waiting for the iPhone. Alright, it's catching up. There you go. iPhone's not activated, probably never will be. But the iPhone is only about, what, 3 or so seconds behind. Not too bad. Alright, now let's go to Snapchat. By the way, I'm not logged into Snapchat on these devices. The phone that I'm logged into is in another room. Come on. Okay, there you go. So, the Huawei won that one. Oh, I accidentally activated Google Now on tap on the Huawei, which the Huawei Ascend does have that. Google Now on tap, if I'm not mistaken. Now YouTube. Fresh YouTube versions, nice and updated. I would have to give that to the Huawei, but you might also have to go and rewind that to see, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I would give that to the Huawei. Now let's go to Twitter on both of them. So the Huawei is just beating the iPhone in almost anything it does. You have to scroll the way back up, but you do see some noticeable lag because, well, it is Twitter. Okay, there you go. Sorry about that. Okay, now what else? Let's go to Kick. Also not logged into these, so it doesn't really matter. You can see how different they look across different software versions or softwares. So I'm not logged into the iPhone. I don't know why it's still trying to connect. But anyway, let's go back home. Let's go to Periscope in 3, 2, 1. Okay, the iPhone actually won that one, so iPhone seems like it's jumping ahead here, which is not bad at all. Now let's go to Best Buy, which I just downloaded before this video on the Ascend in 3, 2, 1. I would say about a tie on that one because they both asked for relatively the same thing, location. Huawei looked like it had a little glitch there. Alright, now let's go to 10,000 Wallpapers, which is an app that I use on some of my other devices. I don't know why I said that, but anyway. So as you see there, the Huawei just blew the iPhone out of the water. iPhone was behind at least 1 to 2 seconds on that one. What else can we test? One more app. Let's go ahead and open Messenger. Why not? Facebook Messenger. By the way, I do not really care display my information. It's just whatever to me. So there you go. It looks like the Huawei won that one. Now let's go to multitasking. I can say this, the iPhone is much faster, but the they're actually just as smooth on both of them. As you can see, I'm scrolling like that. Let's see how good they keep let's see how good they keep apps open in the background. Sorry. Let's go to camera. 5S on that one. A little hiccup there. Let's go to the very last app, which was apparently it's not. Let's find settings right here. The iPhone won that one. So far the iPhone tends to keep apps open better, less refreshing on the iPhone. Let's go to maps. Yeah, the iPhone won that one. So the iPhone is much better at keeping apps open in the background, whereas as you can see the Huawei is still refreshing it. So now let's go ahead and clear them all out. On the iPhone you can do more than one, which is very nice. Can you do it on the Huawei? Oh, no. Stupid activate later. I hate you. Go away. I do not have Pandora on the Ascend. I don't know if you can see it down there. I am going to try and start listening to Pandora, however. So, for a change. It's pretty slow here because it doesn't register my tap or swipe the first time. It takes like a few seconds. As you can see there, I'm trying to swipe. The iPhone is down to 88%, by the way. And the Huawei is down to 17%. So, alright, so does that conclude this video? It looks like it. Well, in all, you can't go wrong with both of them. If you really want to try iOS, then you guys should pick up the iPhone 5S. Still a very good iPhone in 2017. Well, in the beginning of 2017, it's still holding up very, very well. And for $150, it's well worth it. It offers really solid performance, being a 4-year-old iPhone, and it should get some more software updates provided by Apple in the coming months or years. The Huawei Ascend XT isn't bad. I can't get my words out again today, but I feel like I'm doing much better than yesterday's video. Anyway, apart from that, the Huawei isn't bad in its own way. It offers a really good. Anyway, let's turn that off. I guess I don't need to waste battery. That's something I need to do, is turn off devices when they're not in use. Anyway, the Huawei offers a really, really nice and clear 720p HD 6-inch display, awesome for watching YouTube videos on. And the 616 octa-core plays games pretty well for what it is. In the iPhone, you can't go wrong with it either. It also plays games very well. But you do have a 4-inch screen on the iPhone compared to a 6-inch screen. So it's all up to you. Do you prefer the smaller form factor of the iPhone with software updates provided by Apple? I probably said that the wrong way. I'm sorry. Or do you rather have a full 6-inch display, awesome for gaming and media? Personally, me, I would like the iPhone because, well, it actually feels more optimized than the XT. The camera is awesome, by the way. Yeah, camera is just so awesome on the iPhone 5S. Never lets down. Never really did any true camera samples, but the iPhone 5S is still a very relevant iPhone to this day, and it should be getting iOS updates for quite some time on. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed my comparison between the iPhone 5S versus the Huawei Ascend XT, and I'll see you guys in my next video.